asking costs nothing, not asking costs everything. I always get amazed at interacting with children. They bowl you with unbelievably surprising questions, which can befuddle even the brightest person. When they ask a question, they never bother who you are. Some examples of the googlies I faced are: what is the difference between rockets and missiles? We came from monkeys. Whether in the future we will evolve into monkeys. Darwin must not have thought of backward evolution. Why are human babies born with eyes open but kittens are born with eyes closed? And many more uncomfortable ones, enough to pull down all my disproportionate ego, being a space scientist with a very limited repute. I used to get perplexed at the metamorphosis of the same children when they grew up. When they grew up, they stopped asking questions. During my talks at Indian Space Research Organisation, at NITs, at IITs, at many other fora, I used to get an eerie feeling. At the end of the talks, an uneasy silence used to descend at my customary last sentence, any question. Some heads will turn sideways or backwards to spot any unsuspecting volunteer. Even the few questions asked used to be accompanied with an apology note. Many times, to test the audience, I used to pick up one or two from the audience and used to ask questions. I used to get surprised that more often than not, they used to blurt out the right answer or at least attempted one. I have come to the conclusion that our young men and grown-ups are adept at replying to a question. But surprisingly, most of them lack the ability to ask a question or are hesitant to ask one. The deterioration starts in the immediate family. When a child asks a question to his or her mother, the reply will be, "Ask your father. Don't disturb me. Are you not seeing that I am preparing food and you will have to eat what might get burnt if you keep harassing me?" Fathers have quick replies. "Do your homework as the teacher taught and ask the teacher tomorrow." Teacher will frown upon the child, "This is not in the syllabus. If you have to score well, concentrate on the syllabus." Nowadays everybody, including parents and schools, leaves their responsibility to private tutors. They have no time. They give children a huge number of questions and prepare them for answers. Before the tough competitive exams for a seat in prestigious colleges, private tutors will give the final guru mantra: all questions will be objective type. There will be 4 options and you will have to tick the right one carefully. With all your tuition, you can guess 2 most probable ones. Tick any one of them. One will be correct. With a probabilistic 50% score and relative grading, you will get a seat in a useful subject. That is how many famed scientists, professors are born. When they join an industry or lab, they quickly learn the trick that the boss is always right, if you want to climb the ladder. Eventually an army of Chinese dolls are created, who nod their heads at the slightest of sway. When they grow older in their career and get entrenched in the organization, you are sure, you cannot teach a new trick to an old dog. Science and innovation are all about asking questions to ourselves and realizing answers to them. Eventually I shudder at the thought of growing our country to one with maximum scientists, minimum science, and with maximum engineers, minimum innovation.